Destiny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is officially winter. It is cold, it is snowing, it is chilly. However, I'm not prepared to give up my fresh and clean spring summer perfumes. So these are actually fragrances that are fresh and clean, but I love wearing in the cold depths of winter. Something about like almost amplify the colds I really enjoy and I like. So even in the wintertime, sometimes I can get overwhelmed by super heavy, like beast mode fragrances, and I just revert back to my fresher scents. Even in the winter, I just really enjoy it. So if you want to see what those fragrances are, please keep watching. Okay, so the first one I have here is like a tried and true. It is like a staple, I'm going to say. This is Bubble Bath by Maison Margiela. And I've said this before, but this is like this is like creamy coconut lavender soapy bubble bath. It smells like a spa, but I feel like with this, there's something, dare I say, a little bit sweet, I think, from the coconut, that I feel like you can absolutely get away with this you can get away with anything in the winter, of course, like in any season. Maybe don't wear beast mode fragrances in summer, but there's something about this that's very clean, very soapy, very fresh, but also like a titch sweet, where if you wear it in the wintertime, it's just going to feel so relaxing, so nice, like just like it was really cold outside. You're drawing yourself a bubble bath and then you come out and that's what you smell like. It's good. I love it. It's a staple. It's popular for a really good reason, and that's Bubble Bath by Maison Margiela. The next one is way more crisp and fresh, and you have to love those types of fragrances to really enjoy this. This is Acqua Di Parma, and this is Bergamotto di Calabria. I'm butchering that. I will put it somewhere on the screen. And this reminds me of like sitting under like really nice lemon tree. Like the sun is hitting you. There's like lemons that have fallen on the floor, lemons growing on the tree. Very fresh, very ripe, very zesty. That's what this is. This makes me smile no matter if I'm smelling it in the spring, the summer, the winter. It doesn't matter. I love bergamot in fragrances. It is such a happy note to me. It just makes me feel so like warm and happy inside. It smells fantastic. And if you love like your bergamot scents, like notes like Le Labo, Bergamot 22, you're going to love this. The unfortunate part is it doesn't last very long, and it's not a perfumer, unfortunately. It's not a perfumer, unfortunately, so you probably have to over spray it, and even then, you might not get more than like maybe 4 hours out of this fragrance. However, you can find them on a discounter websites for like 150 ml bottle for like $100 or $80, something like that. That's actually how I got mine. And it's so good. Like it is so fantastic. It's good. The next one I have here is from Bon Perfumer, and this is 201. And this is a crisp green apple that's a little bit sweet and a titch powdery. I honestly did not think that I was an apple person. Most of the apple perfumes I've smelt so far have just smelt very synthetic, very juvenile, almost like sometimes they give me like Jolly Rancher vibes when I smell like apple fragrances. But this actually uses green apple. And it's really good. When you spray it, it's like this burst of like fresh green, like you just bit into that green apple. It's really good. It's really pleasant, very summery, very spring. But again, I still love wearing it in the winter time because it's just so good. And I think that like really that zesty feeling that's in there, that like juiciness mixed with like the really cold, crisp, fresh air, it just does something to me. It just does. The next one is probably the most feminine scents that, in my personal opinion, you can get. And this is La Tulipe by Rado. This is a bouquet of tulips if it had just freshly rained. And I mean like the stems, the leaves, the flowers, the petals, everything, but you picked them up and it had just newly rained. Maybe it's a little cold outside, a little chilly. That's what it smells like. It is so incredibly good. There's a lot of green notes there, but not green that's almost like grass, but just green where it's like, oh, that smells like the stems. That smells like the stems. But it's such a really good one. It's like this watery floral green scent. It's really pretty, and I love wearing this one like all year round. It's just so good. The next one is actually a most recent discovery, and I bought a full bottle and it's on its way. Or by the time I edit this video, it'll probably be here by now and you'll be seeing it somewhere on the screen. And this is such a gorgeous scent. And this has made me get into the note of lilac, you guys, like lilac fragrances. And this is a drop by Issey Miyake. Oh my gosh. It is such a photo realistic smell of a lilac with this dewy, watery freshness. It is so incredibly good. And this lasts a really, really long time. I have a little itty bitty sample and I sprayed it on my hand, and the entire day I kept getting whiffs on my clothes, on my arm, and I loved it so much. I actually showed it to my aunt and she loved it so much that she bought a full bottle right away. She's like, you have to find this fragrance for me. And she went and she bought it like immediately. It's a really good photorealistic lilac fragrances. If you like fresh, if you like clean, if you like lilac fragrances, like Un Passé, I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen. I'm butchering these names, you guys. I'm not French. By Frederic Malle. You are going to love this. I also know that French Lilac by Pacifica, it's more of an affordable scent, is really good as well. And it doesn't go synthetic. It's so realistic and so pretty, but so wearable at the same time. This is like one of the most incredible finds I've had in the last few months, and I cannot wait to start wearing this as soon as it comes in the mail. I also can't wait to wear it in the humid, hot weather. Oh my gosh, this is really good, really pretty, super uber feminine, you guys. Beautiful, like a fairy princess wears that perfume. And the last one I have here is by Maison Kurkdjian, one of my favorite houses, and this is Aqua Celestia. So this is a really bright lemon, like a zesty sour lemon with hints of mint in there. This is really great when it's really hot, really sticky. But I also feel like, again, I love wearing these types of scents when it's like dead cold outside and I want to imagine sometimes that it is summer, or I just want to amplify it being really cold. I love this fragrance so much. It's just such a great freshy. I'm going to say, like, it's a really great fresh fragrance if you really like mint and lime. It smells a little bit like, almost like one of those like minty lime, like gin cocktails. Like if you got like gin on the rocks and they had squeezed a little bit of like lemon in it or lime in there, and then had like you have like a little mint in your glass. That's kind of reminds me. It doesn't smell alcoholic, but I'm painting the picture here of what you might get when you smell this fragrance. It's really good. It's really pleasant. It's really like citrusy, lemony. I love those types of like tart fragrance. Not that this is like, it's not a tart fragrance, but I love when fragrances kind of lean into that sourness, that tartness, and it's balanced out with something else. I feel like the mint gives it a very like fresh and minty vibe to it that I really enjoy. So Aqua Celestia it's really good. So happy that I have it. It's really, really good. Okay, so these are all the fragrances I had to show you. These are some of the fragrances I love to wear if I want like a mood booster, if I want to amplify the cold, if I just want to break sometimes from those like really heavy hitters that can be sometimes a little overwhelming, even in the winter time, especially sometimes if you're indoors. sometimes spraying your beast mode perfumes indoors, and I work from home most of the time, so I'm not really spraying my heavy hitters indoor, and sometimes I'm just like not in the mood for those. So these are the perfumes I gravitate towards that give me like year-round vibes, even though most people would say it's not. They are for me because I just love the idea of wearing something fresh and crisp in like the deep depths of winter. There's just something a little rule-breaking that's really fun about that. So if you have any of those fragrances, please let me know down below. I don't think I'm alone in this. I feel like, let me know. Let me know if this is a weird thing to do. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.